Hi folks, I hope the day starts better than it did yesterday. Paint on my jeans, I wear my penny, make sure I wear my penny. I had a real problem with the camcorder, it was my fault. It wouldn't accept the SD cards, so I kept trying it. There was a file error, I didn't know what that was. But I was advised to reset the camera, which I did. But unfortunately, I reset it to 70 megapixels, which is sort of high definition, or might have even been a higher resolution. And it took 16 hours to upload yesterday. It went through the night. Yesterday was a bike race, we didn't do any painting, but the day before, I started to upload it to YouTube at 4:20 in the afternoon, and it hadn't finished by the time I got up in the morning. So very frustrating. So I went to check. Well, it says on the screen here, MP4 24 megapixels. That's the one that is in the lowest resolution, but it uploads the fastest. So we've got our camera back properly. Mind you, the quality of the picture is pretty good. But for 16 hours, is it worth it? No. I'm sure there are programs you can have that compress and do all sorts of things, but I'm not into that. Just if you're beginning painting or you're quite new to painting, don't quit because you can't do it. Most of us couldn't do it when we started, and it took years to learn. Don't want to put you off, but just don't give up. Don't quit. Follow all our paintings, our demonstrations, and just go for it. Don't quit. I did rubbish for a long time. I had no interest in art at school, but I got my interest and I joined the print as an apprentice compositor. I did day school, and we became aware of impressionist paintings and the design of typefaces. But I hated it. I hated the job. But anyway, I came out, and I slowly, in my later 20s, I got interested in trying to learn to draw. Well, that wasn't easy. Alvin Crawshaw and all that sort of stuff. But then I gradually started to improve. Rob Ranson came on the scene and revolutionised my watercolour painting. And I did that for a long time, but slowly I got fed up with watercolours. I still do them, I do them for you, but I like oil painting. The real McCoy. Only my opinion. I've been accused a couple of times of being self-opinionated. I don't care, really. It's something to talk about while we're painting through the dead spots. My camera does not. I can't pause it and then then unpause it. It sets off a new video. So I will be thinking about. Well, I'm always thinking about a new camera. But I like the camcorders, but they are governed to a certain length of time before they go off anyway, or before they start another video. That's in the UK, in Europe probably. Very limited palette of cadmium red, ultramarine, bit of burnt sienna, still from yesterday, Viridian, and cadmium yellow pale, a bit of yellow ochre. The Viridian can make your greens sing, but not just mixed with one colour. You've got to mix with the yellow, the three primaries, and your Viridian, and you get some wonderful tones, colours. So I'm a great admirer of artists that can abstract the landscape, whether it's by changing the brush strokes or by doing outrageous things with the sky. And so I'm going to have a go at that. I'm going to paint the sky first. I'm going to paint down here. I'm going to put a bit of a sunset type painting, so a bit of red, lump of yellow, just to get a bit of a. Ew. I went with the yellow ochre. Oh well, that's a good start. Let's just wipe that off. Wipe that off with a bit of oil. Right. Done my drawing in cold enough now. Well, it was only just, it's sort of a nuki. I know there's a big hotel on the top here. But I just want to abstract, and there's a bit of a dip there, and then go to another headland, a few rocks. Okay, it's just a guide. Oh, now I don't use any solvents like Zestit and white spirit. They're toxic and they damage your chest. Right, there we go. Let's try again. That's better. Just get a bit of a tinge there. Okay. I'm using Griffin whites, titanium whites. So we'll get just a slight tint of ochre in there. Bit of oil. It's not going to show at the moment because I'm painting white on white. No matter, let's get some dark on there. I'm going to use a bit of Viridian, a bit of ultramarine and a chunk of white, or a big chunk of white. A little bit of yellow in there. That's when the light bits will show. Okay, so far so good. Touch of that colour in here. Just going for it. Just whack it in, and we'll get it a bit darker. Yellow, more blue in there. See the beautiful colour you get with Viridian mixing with ultramarine. Just fly at it, just go for it. It took me years to be able to hold a brush like this. We tend to sort of hold it like that or close up. Well, I do hold it close up, but I hold it like that. You've got much more movement in your wrist. I'm going to put in a bit more dark in there. A bit of red with that. See what colour we get there. Good bluey green. Made a bit of a mess there. Get that. Get that one there. Then we can add some light to it. Clean the brush. Touch of ochre. I'm using it because I left it on the palette. Now this Griffin will make your paints dry very quickly. Well, overnight, provided it gets mixed in with all the other colours. I get that bit of red back, bit of orange. White. To sort of centre it, Right, now we'll put in a bit of some dark now. I want some bit of a flat really. This is a flat. This is a bright. That's, would you believe, that's a flat. There's hardly any difference in the shapes. So we'll get some nice dark. So a good dark would be that red and ultramarine. So we want some bit of silhouette here. Could add a bit of this, bit of that, bit of iridium. Will that make it a bit darker? It's all just impression of buildings. Well, it's supposed to rain. Oh, it's starting to rain. 45 minutes too late. I said we haven't had any rain for about a month. Getting quite serious really. My lawn's going brown in April. Same as last year, but it was much warmer last year. We had a really good lockdown, as good as lockdowns go. Now I know there's a church right in the middle of Newquay, but I'm not going to do anything exact here. Just want to put just a bit of an impression of buildings going behind here. There's a hotel on here. Then it comes down here and then goes up again, headland, and then just a bit of a rock down there. Okay, that'll do. Let's get that red orangey back. Right, okay, let's get that brush back and we'll get that lighter. It's not light enough, that red. I'll get white, lighter in there. I can feel the paint going sticky now. Right, okay, let's get some something in there. Try to get an effect. Oops, not like that. Just wiggle that down a bit. with abstract you can do anything you like, but it just, the difficult thing is with abstract, reality calls you back all the time. Gonna put some splurges in here. I've used all that griffin up nearly. There's a bit of building in there. Well, you're either going to love it or hate it. Oh, I want a bit darker up there. Blue, Viridian. One of my favourite artists is Sean Scully. He's Irish born, but spent his boyhood in London. And won a scholarship to America. But very, very successful. Let's just scrape that paint off a minute. Palette knife, a bit of paper. Always need loads of paper. Let's just get that. Oh dear me. Oh, it's great, isn't it? Never arranged many shots. What happened there? My leg collapsed. Well, not my real leg, but the leg on the easel. Right, where was I? Before I so rudely interrupted myself. I haven't got any Payne's grey. Let's just get some good darks. Just using those three colours. Right, we'll get more foamy white in that. I'm going to put some more Winton. This is much cheaper than the titanium. That'll do. Now, if you appreciate what I do, folks, you can always contribute to me on Patreon. Very inexpensive, about the most inexpensive ones on there. Mainly because I don't know how to edit it. So that's a revelation for you. Just catching those clouds. But it's a bit too dark in here. just make a mark for the sea here. Okay, well that's what I really want to do. Imagine there's a rock. There is a rock there somewhere. Okay. Dark bit in under here. Alright, I'll put that amount. Take that off. Take that off. Oops, sorry. Put a mount on it. Well, that's abstract as far as I'm concerned. It's about as abstract as I could go on a seascape. I'll do something with that there. That's a bit of a blob there, isn't it? That's not good at all. Oh, that'll do. Well, there we are. Would you like that hanging on your wall? Right, just bring that down a little bit. Let me get almost the bottom of the mountain. Well, it's a tribute to abstraction in a landscape, seascape, waterscape. Anyway, I hope you get something from that. It really is an exercise in loosening up, in painting freely, rather than putting all the detail in and fiddling around with a brush. It leaves, well, hopefully it leaves something to the viewer's imagination. In other words, don't let the picture do all the talking. Okay, well we'll call that abstract new key abstracted, something like that. Right, I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. I'll get another one uploaded, this one uploaded now. Thanks for looking in. Bye bye.